PS84 was lucky enough to host New York State's Power Authority to discuss the successful integration of lighting and power consumption at our school.
These interesting people fixed our lights so that they consume about 1/5 of the energy of our previous lights.
That's like one LED light bulb equals, I don't know, about 20 other light bulbs. They taught us about LED lights, the importance of the Green Cup project, and conserving electricity.
We were also lucky enough to get an interview after the remarkable speech given by our principal and many more.
Welcome to PS84 at the Lillian Weber School. As you can see, our school is really benefiting from these new lights. In the gym alone, we had bright orange lights that consumed a lot of energy. Now we have better lights that makes it easier to concentrate, less painful for our eyes, and consumes less energy, and they're better for the environment. Is this happening in every school? If so, how hard is it to undertake?
Well, it's happening more and more in the school because of our partners in the City of New York, the Department of Education, Department of Citywide Administrative Services. NYPA, the New York Power Authority, the company that I run, we're doing about 70 schools. Right now, I think we're working on about half of that, about 30 to 40, and so we have another half to do.
Is there another goal you would like to complete?
Well, we would like not only to do lighting, but to do other energy conservation measures in schools. So the heating system, the air conditioning system, you know, and the like. So not just lighting, we want to expand and we want to do more schools.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Miss Cumberbatch, we see that to you the well-being of our planet and of the schools is important to you. What does Earth Day mean to you?
Wow. Well, it means that we all get together and we think about the place that we live in together to try to make it a better place. So to take care of one another, and take care of one another means we want energy efficiency, we want to also make sure that people have enough water, clean air, a nice place to play, a nice place to live, to grow up. So that's what it means to me. Making a difference on the planet so that we can take care of each other.
What would your dream school be for the environment?
My dream school for the environment? What the school would look like?
Well, what it would be like the features like lighting,
oh, so it would be, oh, definitely. So it would have, obviously, like your school. It would be a lot like your school. It would have the LED lighting. It would have an efficient heating system. It would have an efficient air conditioning system. Maybe you'd have a little solar panels on the roof to heat the water. You'd have, like you have, a roof garden. You would grow your own vegetables. You would recycle like you do. What else? Those are pretty much the big things. Thank you.
Mr. Shea, we read that PS62 will be open soon and will be extremely energy efficient and self-sustained. What can we do to make our school more like PS62?
Wow, that's a good question, because PS62 is a building in Staten Island that is what they call a net zero building, which means that over the course of the year it actually provides more energy to the system that it uses. It makes more energy itself than it uses. So that's really technical. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. There's solar panels that they put all over the outside of the building. They have a different kind of roof. They have a green roof that absorbs water and makes the building cooler. They have a really complicated heating and cooling system. It's called geothermal, where they dig holes way deep down into the ground and then they pump water through that helps with the heating and the cooling. So there's a lot of stuff that they're doing to build that building to make it that energy efficient. But there's some technology there that you could apply to any school building, and that's one of the things that we do when we look at doing school building renovations and when we're building other new schools. So if there's a project that could be done here at the school, you should consider those kinds of features. And we can help you with that. We work with the SCA all the time on ideas from students and teachers that they have for what they want to see in their school building, so we can help.
Thank you.
Ms. Watson, we understand that you are trying to help kids be more united with nature. How do you plan on completing this goal?
That's a great question. What's your name?
Lavinia.
Lavinia, thank you for that question. We think that connecting to nature and place is a really important thing, because if you, there's a famous conservationist named Baba Dioum, and he's from Senegal. And I don't remember the exact quote, but you might want to look it up because it's so beautiful. It says that, in essence, you can't love what you don't understand, and you can't understand something without having experienced it. So it's really important as we move toward sustainable solutions that we don't forget why we're doing it. And we're doing it because we love nature and little, critters. And so we call that connecting to nature and place, because it's at the base of everything that is important to protecting energy, saving energy, and all the things that we do that we call sustainable. It all connects back to that, and we are a part of nature. So I think that we care a lot about protecting all living things, and including us, and wild places, and that's why it's important. And how we go about doing that is as simple as just encouraging you to go outside and look at the stars and look at the sky and appreciate what we have around us, and I think that feeds us and makes us want to do more. What do you think?
I agree. And also, we've heard of students harvesting food for their school, and we do it too. Is there any advice you could give us on how to expand this program successfully?
There's a lot of schools that are now really interested in doing that, and there's a word that some of them are using called food sovereignty. And I think that's a really interesting word, because it starts talking about being self-sufficient and making sure that you have fresh food in your community. And we work with one school that's in Arizona, and it's a Navajo school, and they're doing a lot of work on that, as well as so many schools in New York City that are doing something called community-supported agriculture, where farmers bring produce into the city and it's distributed through schools. So it's really exciting, the many things that can be done, because schools, they're worldwide, just as they are in New York City. Schools are hubs of their communities, and they would make great distribution points for food. So growing food on your green roof and using it in the cafeteria, whether it's herbs, no matter what it is a step toward food sovereignty and toward just having a better understanding of where your food comes from, and that you can be self-sufficient and bring healthy foods into your own community. So it's great to hear that your school is doing that as well.
Thank you.
They gave us some very knowledgeable answers.
I sure learned from Ben, and I hope you did too. I'm Lavinia.
I'm Ebba.
And I'm Aiko.
Have an energetic lunch.